Hi, everyone. My name is Teacher Kelly Tag. If you are new here, normally what I do is go live every single Tuesday and I read weekly reports and emails from whatever companies I work for. So I will take OutSchool and read the emails from the past week. VIP Kid comes out with one once a month. I'm in the middle of, I've joined some new companies and applying to some new companies lately. So if any of them end up having newsletters, I will also read those. Today, there was no newsletter in the past week. You know, it's summer, things are slow. So I have a list of topics to talk about. So just so that you know, if you're new here, I do a teacher chat at the end. Just, this is a way that we can have friendship and get to know each other. I've made friends on YouTube. I have some people that I've made friends with and even met some of them in person. So if you just came to hear about my topic, which today I'm going to talk about some of my favorite things, I do that usually at the beginning. And then at the end, if you want to stay for the teacher chat, you can. And if you don't, you can leave. And hello, Cindy. Yes. Okay, upcoming on my channel. This Thursday, 9 a.m. Eastern, I am interviewing someone else from another Christian company called Teach Me Truth. I love teaching for OutSchool, but the one thing that they don't have is they don't allow you to teach Christian or religious of any kind subjects. So I'm trying to bring you platforms with classes that you can either sign your kids up for the classes or you can teach on. So that is coming up this Thursday. Okay. Cindy will be making a video about her favorite teacher tech soon too. All right. So if you want some advice on her channel. Another thing I'm working on is I want to have it's a channel introduction / all about me. My old, the one that I have on there at the time that this is live says this channel's all about ESL teaching. Now I had the forethought not to mention any companies because I knew that would change, but I did not know that I would go from ESL teaching to like other kinds of teaching to marketplace platforms where you make your own classes or brick and mortar teaching. So I've got to update that and it'll be a little about me. Okay, my favorite things. So, very simple. All right, so my iPad, which I'm watching this live, so I can see your comments as well on here. But I use my iPad for everything. So when I was at VIP Kid, Cindy has a Facebook group called VIP Kid iPad Users. I know the group's still around, Cindy. Like, what do you do with the group now? Is it just iPad for any platform? Anyways, I started off as a backup for VIP Kid, and it still is a backup for OutSchool. Basically, any company that uses Zoom, your iPad can use Zoom and be a backup. So it could be a backup for Budbee, though I've never used it. I also use it when I do book clubs. I share the book. I get all the books through Apple Books and share it there. And another thing it's good for is when you are with ESL students. So it's a good translator. What's the old saying? A picture is worth 1,000 words. So let's say I'm trying to explain something to them and they're not getting it. I just Google it on my iPad and then I can share screen and show them. For example, at Budbee the other day, I was doing a New York City virtual field trip and I was trying to tell them that I saw Aladdin on Broadway, but they didn't know what Aladdin was. I'm like, I'm sure you know Aladdin. It's Disney. It's one of the princesses. And then, of course, as soon as I showed them the pictures, they knew. Or sometimes just anything. They don't know a word. You could Google it and show them a picture. What else? Okay, this I used a lot more at VIP Kid, but I still use it. My whiteboard. Oh, and what do I have on here? Oh, yeah. So last time I was trying to show long E. Yeah, my whiteboard and dry erase markers. Okay, this is one thing I bought when I was at VIP Kid that I used a lot and still use, is that I went to the dollar store and just bought a bunch of flashcards. That gives you a prop for literally everything. So no, I don't use these as much now that I'm more teaching on like OutSchool, but I have 3 ESL clients. One's on OutSchool. I especially still use the vowels a lot because I have a long and a short vowel. So I hold these up, or sometimes if you want extra words, you hold them up to the screen. Although going back to the whiteboard and flashcards, now that Zoom has its own whiteboard as well. So also Zoom recently had a sale and I got the paid version. So that's one thing I use a lot. Cindy says, for the iPad group, I just put anything on there as I figure people in the group might be looking for new companies and are vital teachers. I always post all my videos and my live streams I'm about to do on there too. So maybe some people from that group found this through that. Okay, so that's it for that. Now is time for the teacher chat. So I told you guys what's upcoming. Thursday, I have an interview with a Christian company, and I'm working on making a new channel intro for those of you who weren't here at the beginning. I want to talk a little bit about how my classes are doing. How are your classes this summer, Cindy? Things are a little slow right now. Pretty much I put my OutSchool classes on hold, my serious ongoing ones. I have a 2-day video camp, and I put up 3 sections so far. None of them have booked. And this week's kind of slow. The only thing I have going on is 3 times I'm meeting with my tutoring client. On Sunday, when I was done with my Bug classes, I realized that I forgot to schedule classes this week. So I put some up for Wednesday. This was Sunday because that's the earliest it books. Of course, nothing's really booked. So it may be the only thing I have this week. It is what it is. I'm trying to catch up on things, doing boring things like submitting stuff to insurance, which, such a pain in the butt, such a headache. I realize why I procrastinate on doing that kind of stuff. Zoom has a whiteboard, but I still find using my handheld whiteboard is useful. Yes, for me, it depends what I'm using it for. So like the tutoring client that I'm working with, she's an independent tutoring client. I'm working with her a lot on math. So I found it easier to write math problems on the Zoom whiteboard because then I could write the problem and then she can solve it. But sometimes, if you're doing long E, easier to write on my own whiteboard. It really does depend what you're using it for. A lot of my ongoing classes I ended and then restarted and moved everybody over. Most people have stayed in, but what I have had trouble is having trouble getting newer people. Maybe people are still signing up. Cindy mentioned this on her live stream. We're supposed to have a pod together. Cindy is going to be 2 other ladies. Cindy and I both are in this pod, but so the leader of our team submitted for all of us to be a team, an application, and the application just stopped. She's written 2 emails to OutSchool support, and each email says, we'll get back to you in 48 hours, and then they don't. OutSchool, if you're watching this, please, at least if you're going to reject us, let us know, because it's getting to the point where it's almost too late to put up fall classes. We may just have to postpone this if it does get approved, for the spring semester, or start late and you risk most people try to get their classes in pods at the very beginning. No classes in July, vacation in August, enjoying my salary from the personal school 12-month salary. Yes, you know what? My school has been paying me all summer, which has been so nice, especially with a lot of other things are slow. I mean, I've had other ways to make money here and there, but it's definitely a lot less than during the school year. So that's been really nice. Hi, Rebecca. So my son starts school next week, actually a week from tomorrow. Tonight is his orientation where he gets to meet his teachers. Now they're doing something different in our school system this year, and I kind of like it. So I think it's a great idea. So what they're doing is for anyone new to the school, so if it's high school, it's going to be the freshman, or if it's middle school, it's 6th grade, elementary, it's kindergarten, or if you just moved, you start school 1 day before everybody else. So you get to get acclimated, get the lay of the land of the school, get Chromebooks. And then the next day, everybody starts school. So I think that's a good idea. My son is a sophomore, so he won't be in on the group of people starting a day early, but that's what they're doing this year, and I really like that. I have a touchscreen laptop that is a game changer when using Zoom Whiteboard. Oh, I wish I did, because I have to write with my mouse, and that's not pretty, but my tutoring client knows by now, like, excuse my writing as I try to hold down the mouse and write, but it's good enough to write numbers. Oh, okay. I already read that part. Sorry. What else did I want to talk to you about? Brick and mortar starts 2 weeks later, like a week and a half. And then my daughter starts the same day as my brick and mortar. So I have a week where I have a week with her. And then I was thinking maybe we can go to the pool. Most of the public school kids will be back in school, so it'll be nice and peaceful. My daughter starts community college this year. So those of you who were at my live stream last week know that she's thinking about moving out. But I think I may have convinced her to do, like, still move out, but kind of a safer alternative to it. Anyways, you can ask me about that if you know me in person. And let's see. And let me say this one more time at the end. For anyone who wasn't here, I'll read this comment first. My husband and daughter both start school August 10th as well. I know. I hate it being so early. We used to start after Labor Day, and then all of a sudden one year they changed it to 3 weeks earlier. Like in August, it's still hot. You can still go to the pool. You can go to the beach. And I am a water person, because a lot of people are like, well, you get out earlier. Yeah, I can't. The ocean's still cold in June. It's not as good for going swimming. So anyways, not really happy about it, but we have no choice. So it was nice when we were going back after Labor Day. We go to the beach in Maryland, and Maryland schools used to start before Labor Day. So like we would go that last week in August, right before Labor Day, and like there weren't many people there. It was so nice. Now things have changed. Our school system starts 3 weeks early. Maryland goes back after Labor Day. Yeah. Rebecca just moved to a new place. So your husband starts at a new school, huh? And you're hoping that your new baby comes before or after the school starts so that you could go to kindergarten the first day of first grade. Anyways, that's all I have. I will be back next Tuesday and read any emails if they've come out. And if they haven't come out, I'll have a topic to discuss with you. Anyways, thanks for those who came. Thanks for those who watched later. Goodbye, you guys. Zai Jian. See you later.